Well, we're the freaks of the industry. My man Money B.
Rest in power, Deshaun G. Left up out of here way too soon. I remember all the great music that brother put together, you know, with Digital Underground and producing things. You always knew if it had some Shock G in it. You know, his ingenuity to create Humpty and all kinds of stuff. I mean, that was a great time. That was like the golden age. You know, but we now have the shit we have now. But it is what it is. I started that out, you know, because I'm a little bit different than other people are. And shout out to Black Music Month. I've already told y'all I'm not celebrating Black Music Appreciation Month. Black American Music Month. African American Music Month. Heritage Music Month. Urban. It's Black Music Month. It's been Black Music Month, and it's going to be Black Music Month. I know they tried to change it around. They tried to minimize it and act like it don't exist no more. And so many other months have come along. There's so many other months that they talk about, but they don't talk about Black Music Month no more. Black Music Month has been around for a long time. We never even got back to all the awareness months and appreciation months. And, you know, but we are in the middle of Ray Pride Month. Shout out to Ray J. He is a part of the LGBTQIAP aura. He got him a letter now. Ray J got him a letter. He said, we're not going to have this be Gay Pride Month. It's going to be Ray Pride Month. So, to all y'all straight niggas, make sure y'all out there giving love to the gay niggas. Ray J something else. Moesha, come get Dorian. But it is what it is. I wanted to just have a take on this Deshaun Watson situation, because I know to a lot of people, you know, and I'm so sick of these sportscasters' take, because I realize their take is coming about because they've got to get a paycheck. And they've probably already been told, if you do not agree with what's going on, do not go against the narrative. You can be oppositional in some things, you can question some things, but do not go against the narrative. And the narrative right now is that Deshaun Watson should be suspended for the whole NFL season. And while I'm actually here, I need to make sure that I get this into a couple of the sports pages. Hopefully, I am up. And I want to get this into a couple of the sports pages that I actually mess with. And maybe a couple of those people, you know, who are really into this. A lot of people have been really into this. Just Keeping It Real needs it. But I want to get into the sports pages. Just one second. All we talk about is sports, the locker room. A lot of these people have previously put up situations, you know, that I've talked about, you know, because this has gotten to be political. This is now officially a political situation. And I'm going to share it in the other rooms, but I need to get it up in the sports rooms now. That's good there. So, Deshaun Watson, he's been accused of a lot. And I'm not here to talk about his accusers. I'm not here to talk about, even though the grand jury, 2 grand juries, and if you know anything about grand juries. You know, they have a thing out. They said a grand jury, you know, they'll grand jury a ham sandwich, you know. But the big thing is when you do put that grand jury in there against a black man, a freedman, a very rich freedman, it doesn't always go well. And if they feel like they can bring a case and try him and convict him, they will do so ASAP. And they didn't do that in Texas. They did not do that. What they did was they saw that there was no criminal intent and they said no charges. Now that has hurt a lot of people. And I understand because of the Me Too movement. Let's just call it out there. The Me Too movement. You know, this is a scenario that, because I ain't seen Tyrannosaurus Burt on this too much, you know, because she usually comes for the black man. If the black man is being accused, Tyrannosaurus Burt generally comes out in droves. KRS 2 comes out. But I have not seen her, so I don't know if she's still on the case. I know she fell in love and shit. So I don't know if she's still on her hunt for black men, alleged black men. Or since she's probably getting a little on a regular basis, maybe she's chilled out a lot. Maybe that was just a lot of pent up frustration when she created the Me Too movement, because she really is not as aggressive ever since she found herself a man. Ever since Tyrannosaurus Burt found herself a man, we ain't heard much about her out here on the activist front. Just like we didn't hear a lot from Patrice Cullors when she was out there house shopping, pulling up road signs and $1 million lawns with the BLM money. They was out there. Her and Alicia Garza, out there. When that money start popping, man, she was like, I need a realtor. Dog. I got to get rid of some of this money. Where is JJ getting all this cash? So, Deshaun Watson, he's been accused of sexual misconduct. One thing that I've stuck to is the words. I like the words. I stick to the words. When I'm in an argument, people always say, oh man, it's all about the words. Yep. Because the words will set you free if you're meant to be freed. And I'm meant to be freed because I am a freedman. So the words will set you free. And in this case, the words must have set Deshaun Watson free in Texas. Not one, but 2 grand juries found him not chargeable of misconduct. Does that mean he's not a sexual creep? Absolutely not. Deshaun Watson could be a sexual creep. I'm probably leaning towards that way if you really ask me. I think the guy has a high sex drive is what I see. I think he has a high sex drive, and I think he utilized his influence, his notoriety, and his, the Black Break Room. Let's go in there. Over 50, we can talk about this over 50. Some of these people are probably going to knock it down because when they see Deshaun Watson, they don't want to hear about it because they're just, oh my God, Deshaun Watson, he's so nasty. Look, Deshaun Watson did 2 things, because we haven't heard about one woman who said she was forced. So Deshaun Watson did 2 things. He did not attack anyone, because no woman has come forward and said, and I don't know his actual dimensions, height and weight wise. Definitely don't know. I want to know his dimensions otherwise, but I don't know his dimensions, but he's probably way bigger than any of the masseuses that he's ever had. Deshaun Watson strikes me as somebody who wants somebody that's very petite, very slim. He don't strike me like he wants like Helga, the masseuse, like the big 300-pound Ukrainian and shit, coming out to give him a rub down. Brother Antoine, what's good with you? Deshaun Watson strikes me as a brother who probably wants something that's pleasing to the eye. Not to say that Helga's not pleasing to the eye to somebody, but a 300-pound masseuse versus about a 110-pound masseuse, probably a little bit different. And he's not looking to get that 3-for-1 discount. So anyways, understanding that they said in a 17-month period, he had over 66 women who gave him massages. What they're not bringing out into the media is that most of the women who gave Deshaun Watson massages weren't even massage therapists. They're not bringing that out. They're putting all the other stuff, they're putting all the other accusers and all the other victims ahead of this. Of all the women that he summonsed on, sounds like Instagram. I didn't know Instagram had so many masseuse that aren't masseuse on Instagram. I don't really get on Instagram looking for masseuse, so I didn't know. But Deshaun was finding massage therapists on IG that weren't actually massage therapists. Some of these women worked for the massage therapist, but they weren't actual therapists. Maybe they hadn't graduated yet. Maybe they were an understudy. Maybe they were a student massage therapist. But either way, they showed up at Deshaun's house, or they said Deshaun went to some of these young ladies' houses. They also said hotel rooms were procured for his massages by the Houston Texans. So when they talk about all these things, they only like to throw out that Deshaun was with all these women. But not one woman has come up and said he forced her to do anything. They ain't got a rape kit on Deshaun. And some of his accusers have multiple experiences. And the way I see it, if you have a fucked up experience the first time, what you doing going back? Or what you doing letting him come over again? Or what you doing going to meet him a second time? If the first time was fucked up, how did you get to number 2? Just like I tell women all the time, look, you need to get out of a relationship, abusive relationship, I will help facilitate that for you. You know what? I don't do a whole lot of moving and shit. I ain't gonna move nobody's furniture and shit. But if, you seeking refuge, yeah, no problem. But don't call me the second time he beats your ass, because I'm not coming. Once he beats your ass and you want to leave, I'll help you. Good shit, no problem. Ain't gonna be no static. But if you call me again and the same motherfucker beat your ass a second time, right there next to your name is DNA. DNA, do not answer. Absolutely. Do not answer. Because I'm not answering. Because if he beat your ass one time and I got you out of there and you go back and let him beat your ass again, don't call me. I'm not home. I'm not home. So, understanding everybody's perspective, these broadcasters' perspective, I get it. Oh, it's such an egregious act. Oh, it's such an egregious act. Oh, everybody's just talking down about this, talking down about this. This is from the generation of athletes who fucking used to have sex with girls in their locker rooms. Somebody just gotten Magic's ass and gotten Worthy's ass. Because Worthy came out and talked slick about the young generation, said all they do is shoot threes, get tattoos, and get on Twitter. And somebody slapped back and was like, you motherfuckers used to fuck chicks, cheerleaders, in the locker room at halftime. I ain't heard no denial from Worthy or Magic. I ain't heard no denial. And that's why I don't think they like that show, The Winning Time, because there's too much truth in that shit. I think there's just too much. I like the show myself. I don't know. I know it's TV. I know it's entertainment. I know it's sensationalized for entertainment purposes, but I like it. And I'm going to watch Magic's shit too, because they say Magic's show is actually pretty good too. So I'm going to watch Magic's show. Oh, there's other people going live right now. That's good. Hopefully their content is going good for them. I'm actually going to see what he's going live about. Oh, he's actually not really live. He just looks like he just got there. He's not talking yet. Maybe he's just doing his intro. Okay. Got it. So it is what it is. You know, people go live at all times. We don't have like a guide where, you know, you go live, then I'll go live. You know, a lot of the local casts just go live randomly. Some of them have scheduled lives. It doesn't matter to me because I'm not in competition with anybody. I like to watch other people's content. I like to hear what other people have to say, hear their perspectives on shit. Most of them don't have a Freedman perspective. Most of them have an African-American perspective or a Pan-African-American perspective or a Pan-African perspective or a Hebrew Israelite. I don't know. I'm a Freedman, okay? I don't know what them other motherfuckers are. I'm a Freedman. And I can document that. Can nobody else document that they're a Pan-Africanist? Okay? I want to see your Pan-Africanist paperwork. Okay, got it. But in talking about Deshaun is a young man. He's only 26 now. I thought the guy was way older than he is. He's only 26. 26. And we're talking about a top-notch athlete, a physical specimen. Probably got like 2% body fat, muscles everywhere. His brain is crazy because he's a quarterback, so you know he's really smart. And what he goes through as a quarterback, he gets hit and he's running and he gets da-da-da. I get while he needs a massage therapist on the real side, but it sounds like some of these other massages probably weren't therapeutic. At least not the way we look at therapy. But could they have been sexually therapeutic for Deshaun? I don't know. I wasn't there. Didn't enjoy any of them with him. He didn't call me that day. The day he went to get them 66 massages, he didn't call me. So I don't know how those situations. He's 26, free. I did not realize he was only 26. And he's got the richest contract ever in the NFL at 26 years old. Guaranteed. And now you got all these black broadcasters up there talking about, oh, if the Cleveland Browns can void that contract, they should. Really, nigga? You the kind of motherfucker that ain't going to help us get reparations. If you think the first black man to ever get the highest guaranteed contract in the NFL should lose it because of allegations after he's been grand jury twice and let go twice, and some of these other women have said that they've had multiple sexual excursions with him, but they're going to sue now. See, I want to know, let's say Deshaun wasn't a spectacular athlete. If he was just Deshaun Watson, the FedEx driver, would we even be talking about this? If he was just Deshaun Watson, the FedEx driver, who was picking him off on IG, would we even be discussing this? He's like, you know what, ladies? I'm up and down the stairs all day. My legs hurt, my arms hurt. I need massage therapy. And when he gets over there and you do the massage, he's like, you know what? I'm a little frustrated today, a little pent up. Think you can help out? If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. But do you think they would actually be suing? Do you think we'd have 66 women? Well, and you know, of the 66 women, that's the other thing they're saying. Of the 66 women that have come forward, not all of them are accusing him of everything that they're saying. See, some of them are accusing him of some bad shit. Some of them have actually cleared him and said, you know what? We didn't do nothing wrong. They just said there's 66 women. They're not saying that there's 66 negative stories. 66 prosecutable situations. Some of the 66 women that he met in 17-month period, they're actually on Deshaun's side. Ain't talking about that, though. Ain't talking about that, though. How come y'all not talking about that, though? Rob Parker, you a bitch. I've always kind of been on the fence about Rob. Is Rob a Freedman? Because you look at Rob's hairline. I know he's from Detroit and all, black and all. Let me see where Rob Parker is really from. Is Rob really from Detroit? Because Rob might not be from Detroit. Rob might be from somewhere else. I don't think Rob's a Freedman with that hairline. Rob Parker. Where is Rob from? And we're going to look at his partner after that. Punk ass bitches. There he is. Yeah. You look at him. That don't look like a Freedman hairline. So we're going to see where he from. We're going to see where he from. Where you from, Rob? Career? Oh, he just got, okay. Graduated from Martin Van Buren, Queens Village. That don't really say nothing. It don't give his personal life controversies. What controversies was he in? He called Hank Aaron a coward because Hank wouldn't go. Hank was kind of vote blue no matter who. I mean, he was a writer and he did a lot for black people. I ain't gonna hate on Hank, rest in power. But Hank was kind of a vote blue no matter who motherfucker too. He was a different individual. Helped a ton of black people in Atlanta and around the country. Yeah, he did have some bullshit going on. Okay, so I really don't know where Rob's from. Says he grew up in Queens, New York, so he could easily be Caribbean. Now, I want to check out his buddy, the redhead kingpin, this motherfucker. Yeah, his ass. His ass, Chris Bouchard, you sissy. He's another one. Where he from? Oh, Baton Rouge. He Creole. Okay, there we go. Early life, was born in Baton Rouge, is African-American of Louisiana Creole descent. There you go. There you go. Due to his father's job as a personnel manager of Travelers Insurance, Broussard and his family moved often during his childhood. He lived in Cincinnati, Ohio, Indianapolis, Syracuse, Des Moines, and Cleveland, Ohio. He graduated from Holy Name High in a suburb of Cleveland. Yeah, punk. And they the two main ones that's up there talking about that Deshaun should lose his $230 million guaranteed contract. Yeah, if they can get out of it, Cleveland can get out of it, paying him that money, just get out of it and just bring back Baker Mayfield and we'll just start all over. You hoe ass bitches. You would take $230 million. You know how much money that's going to be for Deshaun's family? He pulls all that in and spreads that around properly. You know how many generations that's going to help take care of, and they continue to bubble off of that 230? We're talking billionaires. They do it right. They're billionaires. But you're talking about taking that wealth away that his arms and his legs and his brain and his heart and his soul have earned to get. You're talking about taking that away based on some allegations? 2 grand juries have already said nothing. 2 grand juries. A lot of women have said, you know what? Nothing happened between us, not out of order. A lot of women have come forward and said, yeah, I gave him a massage, but guess what? I'm not even a massage therapist. Oh, yeah, and we had sex 6 times. Got it. Y'all out here clowning on this brother. You turned your back on a man who I believe is maligned, possibly troubled, and he's probably a freak. And that's why I started the song, you know, as him being a freak. There was nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You know, nothing wrong with that. He's just a freak with notoriety, and he is a freak that was had an issue going with his former team, and I believe they started a lot of that. There was proof that a couple of those women were put up by the Houston Texans to say shit about him, and how that worked out. 2 grand juries.
Use a freak money, babe. The freaks of the industry. And when you see us backstage, be prepared to G. Say your G. G. Nobody else is seeing.
Yeah, I had to put that back in there. So, anyways, yeah, the Houston Texans. A couple of the women were hired by the Houston Texans to come to do shit and say shit about him. That didn't work. The grand juries, that didn't work. You know, they did have a mammy on the Houston Police Department that was really trying to stick it to him. That didn't work. Usually a black woman trying to stick it to a black man in a situation where there's a lot of white women that are accusing him of something, that usually works. But it didn't work this time. Why? Because there's no evidence that Deshaun did anything outside of what freaks of the industry do. I mean, this is a 26-year-old, high testosterone. His sex drive is probably out of the roof. He's probably got the sex drive of like 3 men. Truthfully, think about it. He is, I mean, football's got to be the sport that brings out the most testosterone. You are a barbaric warrior. And he is the most important position on the football field. And he excels. He's been at the top of his game. He won the Heisman, #1 draft pick. Has led the NFL in this, that, and the other. Has he been an MVP? I don't know if he's been an MVP. I know he's been close if he hasn't been an MVP. I'm going to look that up too. There's a reason why they gave him that damn money. I don't know if he's been an MVP, but he's had MVP stats. Deshaun Watson. There we go. Oh, he was the Rookie of the Year, passing yards leader, 3 times Pro Bowl. Yeah, man. Highest career completion percentage, NFL record. Most completions with the perfect passer rating, NFL record. There's a reason why they gave him 230 guaranteed million. And you got black men out here who want to take that away from him. Y'all should stand down on this one. Maybe you should stand down on this one. Go find a story about something else to talk about. This one's gonna make all y'all look crazy because he hasn't committed a crime. Now they're gonna get somebody up there to try to lie and say he did something after all these women have said. None of them have said he was forced. He's forced himself on them. They get one to lie, and then she gets torn to shreds in a court case. See, they're trying to ruin his credibility. But how could you do that? He fucked around with 66 women in 17 months. You know? I mean, truthfully, let me break the numbers down there. Not that I'm justifying 66 and 17. 66. That's only 4 women a month. That's a little less than 4 women a month, as a matter of fact. So that's like 1 different woman a week. That's really not that much when you start talking about professional athletes, when they go out of town and they got groupies in every town that they go in. That's really not that many. How about all these professional athletes that they're on a 10-game road trip? So that's 10 different cities, and there's 10 different groupies in 13 different days. 10 different groupies in 13 days in 2 weeks. Yeah. So if you put 66 days together, that's 28 days. Now you got 20. 42 days. Now you got 30. 56 days, you got 40. You do 70 days, you've got 54. 12 less than Deshaun did without the road trips. And you can't tell me that these guys don't get groupies in every city, because I know they do. They're waiting for them. Football, basketball, baseball, hockey, tennis, it don't matter. Groupies are there. And it don't matter who you are. If you look like a freak of nature and you're 6'19", they're coming. Doesn't matter. Manute Bol had groupies back in the day. Manute Bol had groupies back in the day. He was 7'7", and he was dark, and obviously he was lovely. Man, I'm up here trying not to cry. I'm really up here trying not to cry. So I'm gonna cut this short because I just got something that is so beautiful. I got to go share it. Yeah, y'all ain't gonna have me crying on my lives. I know some of that is appropriate for some of y'all to do on y'all lives. And I've actually had live videos where I've shed tears before. You know, it was so funny because I got clowned by my cousin's girlfriend. I think it's his ex-girlfriend because I cried online. It was about some deep shit, and I ain't really helped this stinking ass, funky ass bitch. So, you know, it's his ex now, so I really don't give a fuck about that hoe. But she said some stupid shit about me saying because I was all up in my feelings about some crazy shit. But it was, you know, it was about really trying to be out here and be for motherfuckers, you know, and really help motherfuckers. So, you know, I had let one go online. And she was up there trying to clown me about the shit. Like, bitch, there could have been all kind of shit I could have. You got motherfuckers up here crying because Young Thug in jail. No, sorry, that's not gonna happen. And you're generally not gonna hear me or see me cry based on any type of notable motherfucker going to jail or dying. I didn't know them; they didn't know me. You know, I'm gonna look at this and I'm gonna go ahead and strike this up because I need a cigar right now. This is a celebratory moment that I just looked at. So I'm gonna smoke a cigar. And I don't smoke cigars regularly. But this one has cannabis in it anyway. So. But yeah, that was funny when she did that shit. And then when it got back to me that she was talking shit, and I'm like, bitch, I put money in your stinking ass pocket. And this bitch rich anyway. It's so funny. She rich. But she ain't really rich. Her people rich. She ain't really rich because she ain't never did shit to materialize into shit. So she really ain't rich. Her people just rich. She just living off their fucking inventions, creations, and wealth. As a lot of these next generation motherfuckers who don't acquire the same skills as their mamas and daddies, so they just get gifted the generational wealth. Didn't have to do nothing for it. Didn't have to work for it. Just pop pills until they die, and I'm gonna be inheriting your shit. Eat a dick, house. But yeah, Deshaun Watson, I truly believe that he's in a position now. It's really a no-win position except to go out and win a fucking Super Bowl if they allow him to play in Cleveland. Because they're going to hate him otherwise. They're talking about all the fans is going to leave Cleveland. All the crazy shit that Baker Mayfield's done did and anybody else that fucking played in the NFL. Y'all talking about Deshaun Watson having allegations going to kill his career? I mean, I know they stole Michael Vick's career for some dogs. Could they steal Deshaun Watson's career for some allegations? And no sexual harassment. I mean, they say sexual misconduct. But sexual misconduct is defined in so many different ways, and you can sexually have sexual misconduct from consensual sex. Did you know that? Did you know that you could have consensual sex and in the middle of your sexual activity have sexual misconduct and be charged for it? Yeah. You could be catching a case while she's busting a nut. Be careful, fellas. Be careful. Because it ain't what it used to be out here. These women are different. These women that are on their shit, though, they're being pushed into this by this Busby person. He's representing all the women. So they're just going out and they're finding women. 66 in 17 months. But all 66 haven't said that he did something wrong. Just a few. And I'm always leery that they went to a lawyer and not to the police station. We didn't even touch on that. Most of these women just wanted to sue to get the bag. Where's the charges at? You didn't go to the police station first? You didn't go to the police station first? You went to the lawyer, or the lawyer called you and said, you can attach yourself to this lawsuit and we'll take care of it from here. No, if you've been assaulted, harassed, you need to go to the police, sweetie. You need to let them take pictures of your body. You need to tell them all the stuff you did to Deshaun. And if none of it was forced, you need to exit. Let me go look at this picture again, man. Or these people. I look like he even sent a video, so I'm going to go do that. But I appreciate anybody that's going to check these videos out. I say things because I can. And it's on my dome. It's in my heart. This didn't mean to disrespect anybody that's had to deal with any type of sexual assault, who's encountered that. I'm speaking specifically on the situation that's dealing with Deshaun Watson and not even his alleged victims. Because I'm just tired of seeing everybody in their narrative talk about how egregious this is. And I'm sure Deshaun Watson's 66 women and 17 weeks, 4 months, sorry. I had the days and the weeks wrong, the days and the women wrong. 66 women, 17 weeks. That's 4 months. So let me break that down. Yeah, that was right. That was right. Yeah, I had it right. Felt like my math was off. Oh, shit, hopefully I don't go on that one page. That bitch said, she said, get your math right before you get up there. Bitch, this ain't math class. So my math is off a little bit. Get a calculator. How about that? Do the math yourself. I gave you the numbers. Hope. But it is what it is. Probably get back on here a little later, I guess. Maybe. We got a situation. We trying to pop off Freedmen on deck. And we got to make sure that everybody's system's right. And if everybody's system's right, we're going to pop it off. Get it off tonight. So peace and love to all y'all out there. Respect. Anybody's out here creating content, real content. Don't just grab a news story and shit and regurgitate what the motherfucking newscaster said. Because if that's the case, I could have just watched them motherfuckers. Create the content. See the content. Be the content. Don't just be a fucking plagiarist. Bitches. Yeah, that's so funny. So funny. Yeah. Let me go look at this, man. This boy got me, he done got me in my feelings right now. It's all good.